love hanging out with and making music with. It was again for we musicians. We start playing music because of the love of music, not really because we want to make money. If we want to make money, I would have become a doctor or a lawyer, something that
Sure.
gives
Yeah,
guarantees you a
yeah.
little bit,
Yeah.
you
Uh-huh.
know. But as a musician, you just you you can't. It's not a choice. It's a calling, you know. And and I,
Wow.
and I, and I I had to play. I had to become a musician, and I understood, and I was willing to just have an average success because you can't guarantee success, especially the kind of success that Quiet Riot had, just because you know at that time very few bands would become as successful before the 80s as 80s bands became because for example selling multi-platinum records was not normal for rock bands before MTV, and that's what really changed everything. So of course, when I joined uh, Quiet Riot Mental Health, we thought, yeah, we're gonna do like everybody else that we're fans of. We're just gonna sell maybe 50,000 copies, which with 50,000 usually you get to make another record, and build it up your career just like everybody else had done previously to the success that we had. I mean, we were the first debut album metal to go to number one.
Wow.
Beating we had to sell 1 million in a week to go to number one.
Wow.
1 million in a week sell because Thriller was our competition, the biggest record in
Wow.
the history of
Wow.
music, you know, and the Police and all those big records were out at the same time. So, and when you're doing it, you're so busy making it happen that you really don't realize what you're doing until
Mm-hmm.
later on because you're busy, with the eye on the
Hardworking.
hard
Yeah.
working. Yeah, yeah. You're moving forward. You're not looking
Yeah.
behind, trying to figure out. Oh, we did this. Oh, we did that. No, you're moving forward. So, yeah, it's it. The more successful you become, the bigger the risk.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, when we first came out with Mental Health, our risk was non-existent, really.